You had me thinking you were dead.
Of Unity Trend on Unity 93.3 FM here in just North Plateau State, Nigeria. It's lovely. Today is Friday, and thank God it is. And it's not just Friday, it's the 7th day in the month of June, the year 2024. Iji Adamu is my name. Could be, if you like, I'll be just fine. So, this is Unity Trend. Remember, we have 3 segments to this program. The first 30 minutes from 8 to 8:30 is review, and from 8:30 to 9 is transit, and 9 to 9:30 is interactive, where we get to allow our listener and viewer who would want to call to take the lead, and that's how it's going to be today. Let me also apologize for our inability to come your way full time yesterday. That came up as a result of unforeseen circumstances, but thank God today we're back, and the program, God's willing, is going to be full. Thank you so much once again. Jumat Mubarak to my Muslim listener and viewer this morning. Let's just begin, but I really cannot do that without letting you get to hear from the man who is with me in the studio this morning, Barrister Paul Zaruma, unbiased analyst. And so he's coming your way with a very big good morning, so stay tuned. Barrister?
A very big good morning to our viewers and listeners, depending on where you are receiving us from. Good afternoon, good evening. Here in Jos is a beautiful, cloudy morning with about 20 degrees Celsius. 20 degrees Celsius. A little bit cooler than yesterday, that was about 21 degrees Celsius. I wish my Muslim brothers Jum'at Mubarak, and those who are traveling for the pilgrimage, I pray they arrive safely, and I wish them journey mercy.
All right, that's lovely. Thank you. Let's just begin by this. I stumbled on some news about, kids, children, Barrister. Some children, child trafficking thing has come back again, and sometimes you wonder if it was really true that it stopped. And sometimes it comes back again and again. And recently, I think Basa is said to be one of the most vulnerable, and most of the children whom have been trafficked recently are said to actually be from Basa local government in Plateau State, Nigeria. And this is also attached to the fact that there has been some security challenges in that axis, and so this is said to be one of the factors for which children are said to have been, taken away from their localities to other places. And what is so sad about the story is because most often when these children are taken away, it's not as if they'll be taking good care of wherever they're taken to, but that they undergo through severe, hardship in the hands of those who seem to come and go with them. That has been the issue. And so maybe you have to learn a voice here. What should we do? On this platform, I remember recently we talked about, yes, others were lucky to have people who come to pick them up when they were very little, and they have enjoyed, their life with those who, monitored them, give them mentorship, and look after them until, even school them. Some have said, yes, we've had people who really looked after us, and we school under them, and now we are resourceful in the society. But for others, and even more others, it's quite unfortunate. So
it is quite unfortunate. Very, very unfortunate. We have found ourselves in a situation whereby we don't, many parents as well as guardians and even relevant workers of relevant agencies are not acquainted to the child rights laws, child-related laws in Nigeria. And this has backfired in so many ways. And unfortunately, the children are the victims.
Always.
And particularly with the insurgency, banditry, and all sort of clashes, ethnic clashes here and there, and attacks here and there. With the combination of all this insecurity has increased the rate of vulnerable children in the society. Just yesterday, it was reported that within 1 month, in one of the camps in Benue State, they delivered about 200 children just in 1 month. So, and then the day I visited the camps in Benue State, I couldn't sleep. I have visited camps I have visited camps in Maiduguri. I have visited camps here in Plateau State. I have visited camps in different places, but I have never
IDP
seen
camps,
yes,
right?
IDP camps. Thank you for qualifying it. IDP camps. I have never seen a more deplorable camp like that of Benue, and at times I wonder if there is governance even in Benue State. It was so pathetic. You will see a whole family living under just an insecticide net as their house. Rain, if it is raining, they have no any hope of covering. That is how pathetic it is. And then this camp is right in the heart of Makurdi. You know, we couldn't figure out why they should be in this kind of deplorable situation. You know, where are the rich people there? Where are the people in government there? Where are the politicians? And you know, after visiting that camp, frankly, I must confess, my view of the then governor changed. I believe that Father Alia must have done something about that. So just imagine 200 children delivered in such environment.
Yes.
Automatically, you know, it's only take a miracle for such children to survive in the first place. Then, even if they survive, then there are other factors that will come into play, like child trafficking and so on and so forth. So you can see that we are in a society, at times you even wonder, where is the presence of governance at all? You know, like you know, during the Christmas time, I celebrated Christmas with the orphans at with the orphans at Mangu. You know, it was a very beautiful. That camp was okay. I give kudos to the Mangu Development Association, and I give kudos to the government. You know, the camp in Mango, and then the spirit, the plateau spirit.
Yes.
The plateau spirit.
Where you have
honestly, I challenge the Benue
support.
people. I challenge the Benue people to go to those camps and then go back to Benue and see that, yes, this is not a state issue. I'm not talking about state issue, but at least as a state, we that are directly affected, we should be able to be seen to be doing something before expecting somebody from outside to come in. I'm telling you, the day I went to that IDP camp in Benue, I couldn't sleep. I couldn't sleep. But when I went to Mangu, at least it was during Christmas, I have seen a lot of NGOs, religious organizations coming there to celebrate Christmas with the children. In fact, they gave us time. They say you should spend so hours because another organization is coming.
Okay.
We went with a lot of things. So that gives me hope that yes, there is love. But you know, when I went to the IDP camps in Benue, I was like, is there really love in this place? Even access drinkable water is a difficult thing in that camp. But you could see the organization, you know, when I say I give it to the Mangu Development Association, they have a team of medics, they have a public relation, the desk that interact with people. They have a statistic of how many people are there and how many people are not there but are squatting. I have never seen such an organized IDP camp. Okay. I'm telling you, even in Maiduguri, where they have international NGOs operating there, they are not as organized as what I saw in Mangu. Okay. So you can see that we have a role to play. We really have the locals. We have a role to play. You know, and I really give it to that plateau spirit when I went to that camp in Mangu, and that should reflect in almost everywhere. And you know, and to be frank, FEMA and SEMA, they should really wake up. The state relief agency, I don't think they are doing enough. Okay. I don't think they are doing enough. When you look at their humongous budget, And then with what they are doing, after all, in the whole of Plateau State, how many IDP camps do we have? That a combination of the effort of the federal emergency agency and the state emergency agency cannot solve it. Then go and see what is happening in Benue State. Even in Maiduguri, you will only give credence to some of these international NGOs. So not really, you wouldn't really feel the impact. And in most cases, the corruption factor, you would see UNICEF bags that are meant for these children. You will see them in the market. Yes, they will use some things to cover it. After a short time, it will go out and you will see not for sale, UNICEF, not for sale. People are selling it and people are buying it, which is quite unfortunate. And apart from the bags, food items, milk, and so many other groceries, you will see them in the street being sold to people, and people are heartlessly, business people are heartlessly patronizing some of these items.
Yes, you find out bags, this is not for sale, but yet it's been spread out.
Yes,
for sale.
Yes,
in our very own market.
Yes, and people are patronizing.
So who do you blame? Is it the person that sells or the one that buys it?
It is actually the moral decadence, the moral decadence in our society. Sells it and yes, which is quite unfortunate.
All right then, but maybe away from that. Well, talking about Benue Barrister, that might not be far from the fact that Benue has been into this for more than decades. Okay, for decades after decades, and this has been the issue even as we speak. The situation has never seemed to change, to wind down. Maybe that is why, of course, you find it difficult to sustain whatever means to make the IDP as standard as it should be, to cater for every need of everyone that is in the camp. Maybe that is the reason.
Well, the crisis in just predated that of Benue. When I'm talking about the crisis, I'm talking about the recent crisis. And when I talk about recent, I'm talking about the crisis that commenced in the Fourth Republic. So that of Plateau predated that of Benue. You know? So the only difference is that of Plateau keep on changing faces. With a kind of orientation, with a kind of intervention, and then with awareness and increased civilization. You know, the crisis is changing faces. It is, change from one face to the other. Before it was a clash. Later on, people are understanding. There is an intensified interaction and so many other things. And people are saying, why can't we continue fighting? And the crisis is gradually changing face. It is gradually being localized. Unlike before, if there is anything in Jos, the whole state will be engulfed in fire.
Yes.
In fact, at times, even rumor. Just rumor. When somebody is just passing, someone will just carry either a knife or whatever and then kill the person. Before you know it, it will snowball into a large crisis. Yes. But you can see that with awareness now, with interaction now, with consistency in terms of communication and understanding, you can see that there is a little bit of understanding. If the whole thing is being localized, but I am telling you that it has been like that on and on and on in Plateau State.
All right.
So it's only just changing faces and changing this thing. So with that, you can see that it's not true that the crisis in whether assuming even the crisis in Benue predates that of Plateau State, should the IDP be in such deplorable condition? We went there. It took us about 48 minutes before someone will attend to us. And even the person that attended to us was a non-state actor, and then he doesn't even have the statistic. So you can see. In fact, we had to contact friends and mobilize and for a borehole and some other sanitary stuff in that place, in that camp, because they don't even have access to water. You could see children; they don't even have clothes.
And these are children.
But when you go to some other IDP camps, you will discover that clothes is not actually the problem. Now the problem is feeding and possibly how to resettle them or for the children to be going to school either from the IDP camp or whatever. And it may interest you to know that in the Mango IDP camps, there is a kind of arrangement that if the crisis does not stop the education of the children, that's one other unique aspect of it, which we really give it to the MDA. They are doing fantastically well. And then again, the chief of the Magavo land, he is also up and doing. He's a very pragmatic royal father and God-fearing person. You could see the elegance of royalty in him. That, you know, when we told him we are coming, he quickly make arrangement for us. And when we told him the number of children we want to facilitate, we want to assist, he quickly made the arrangement for us. And by the time we got there, everything was put in place. No much of administrative bottlenecks or whatever. So they made everything seamless for us, and that was what encouraged us to go and celebrate, to go for the second visit, which led to the celebration of Christmas with those young.
Well, that's what it is for us in this country. Well, we look forward to when we will not be having internally displaced camps or individual.
Yeah, we pray for peace, we pray for unity, and we pray for togetherness, just like the Unity FM always promotes.
Sure. Barrister, I think it would be good we get to see into this issue, maybe an update about the state governors, Barrister Caleb Mufwang versus the 17 executive chairman, of Plateau, the ones being, I don't know what to call it now. Is it that they were suspended, sacked? Is it that they were thrown away?
The language they use, sometimes after the swearing in of the executive governor of Plateau State, sometimes in May 29th, 2023, shortly thereafter, around June, he suspended the entire 17 elected, or if you like, executive chairman of Plateau State. The executive chairman did not, and their councillors. So the councillors are equally elected. Yes. The allegation is that they are accusing them of financial embezzlement. And now the question is, if you are accusing the chairman of financial embezzlement, is it all of them? Now, assuming it is all of them, how about the councillors that were involved? Why suspending the councillor? So you can see that it is just calling a dog with a bad name in order to kill it. It's just about politics. You know, you cannot, and then this has been a trend. And unfortunately, even the governor during his campaign, he promised that as a lawyer, he's not going to suspend them. But yes, well, the videos are there. Where
is it all about him or the political party?
Well, it's about him. It's about the political party because he's the leader in Plateau State. Now, if you also take a look at it, the House of Assembly were also involved in the orchestration. So when you look at the whole thing together, you can see that it's all about political scheming. And with the related development that led to led the Attorney General of the Federation to sue the whole governors of the Federation, it's a clear indicator that it is not only peculiar to Plateau State, and it is also about the local government resources.
Right.
Like I said the other day, the highest victim of this low pay are the local government staff. They were, this issue of joint account that was provided for under Section 162 of the 1999 Constitution as amended is a very big problem in this country. Now, that section needs to be amended. Even though, if you look at that section very carefully, if you look at the spirit and the letters of that provision of the Constitution, is the intention of the drafters of the Constitution is not for the states to control the resources of the local government. It's just for the state to supervise. To supervise in order for the state to serve as a check on the local government. But unfortunately, what we're having in this country today is that the state have already hijacked the local government. Like I said, even recently in Zamfara State, Katsina State and Osun State, the Supreme Court ruled, sometimes in 2021, that that states should not tamper with elected executive. But do you know the problem with that position? The problem there is that before you arrive at Supreme Court, your tenure must have finished.
Yes.
In fact, in most cases, even while you are at High Court, your tenure must have finished. So you see, jurisprudentially, I think cases relating to local government should be treated as sui generis, just like election cases are being treated as matters of urgent importance. They should be bound to time, because now this case started sometimes last year, and then we are just about to get the judgment. I think it was reserved, was it 11th or so? 11th of this June. The judgment is reserved for 11th of this June. Yes, and we give credence to the judge, Samchi. Samchi is a pragmatic, promising young judge that when he was appointed recently to the High Court, he was a private practitioner doing very well in private practice. Lawyers from the private bar were celebrated his appointment because he is a very hardworking person, and I believe these are also factors. He is someone of very strong character and high moral standing. So I believe that this character reflect in why this matter is even coming to judgment within this shortest period. So if it were in some court, I am telling you, yes, if you meet some lazy judges, this matter can linger for 5 years.
Is it the matter of lazy judges? Or
yes, laziness of some judges is a factor. I have a matter in Damaturu. We adopted our brief 3 years ago. They just delivered judgment recently. 3 years ago, just last month, they delivered judgment. And then it is also an offense. It is also an offense in the sight of the law, because the law is clear that once it has been adopted, you cannot keep judgment for that long. So we are studying the situation to see the next line of action. So you can see that there is laziness also in it. There are some rulings that will stay for 2-3 years. In fact, one lawyer was telling me his ruling just on a motion on notice, 2 years. Justice delayed is justice denied. Okay. And unfortunately, NJC had to do something about this.
Okay, that too. Apart from conflicting judgments,
yes.
And also
there are so many things. Yes, there are so many things. Unnecessary delay. We agree that there should be a balance. Justice delayed, justice denied, justice rushed, justice crossed. So there should be a balance. There is a way you will rush justice, and before you know it, like this kind of application we are seeing flying in Kano State, someone will just go to court 12 midnight and secure an order. You know, so it's not healthy. It's not healthy for
already.
So when you rush
justice, so why don't we just look at the issues there?
Yes. In Kano, some people call it Game of Thrones. Some people call it the Battle of Roses. You know, the Battle of Roses emanated from England when the two royal families were fighting. So that's where. But I will call it a Royal Rumble.
All right.
Yes. The beautiful thing about the Royal Rumble in Kano is that it has moved from the street to the courts, which is, I give kudos to them. There is no need for brothers to start killing themselves, burning tires, burning houses, burning business. In the process of such violence, an innocent person may be caught up in the crossfire. So the majority, I appreciate those people involved, the stakeholders that are involved in that battle, for allowing it to go to the courts. Let the court decide. I think that is a civilized way of handling matters of that nature. Now, if you yesterday there was what I call fireworks, legal fireworks in the court. The respondent counsel was challenging the jurisdiction of Federal High Court to determine a state chieftaincy matter. Even as a lawyer, from the surface of it, I doubt if that court really have jurisdiction. And I try to peep into the argument in the court. You know, the applicant lawyer was arguing that he went to Federal High Court because the fundamental right of his client has been impeached or has been impugned. Okay. Yes, has been impugned. So now, on the line of the argument, that is why he want to base the fact that was why he want to justify going to Federal High Court. Okay. But the Mahmoud San and Barrister Akwai and Barrister Waziri for the defendants, the argument is simple. as at the time you went to court, you are no longer the Sarkin Dawaki Baba of Kano Emirate, because that emirate that appointed you no longer exists. So the issue of your fundamental right is of no moment. So you don't have the locus standi to stand on this matter, because by the face of the law, your office does not exist. That's their own argument. Right. So now, his own argument is that the House of Assembly did not follow due legislative processes in removing the Emir of Kano, and basically that he wasn't consulted. Right. And now they are now their own side of the argument is that it's too late to cry when the head is off, because the law has already been made. The governor has ascended to it. Was he sleeping when it passed first reading, second reading, and third reading? So these are the factors that are playing.
All right, thank you very much, Barrister, our listener and viewer. It's about time for us again, as usual, to give time to some kind of commercial break, and just after it, we'll be right back. Please stay tuned.
Mr. Politician, it's good to see you again. It's been so long since you've been here. You had me thinking you were dead. How's your taxpayer mansion? How was your...
Are you bored and need some company? Get a TV experience like no other on Unity TV. We are turning up the hits with captivating TV shows, electrifying political programs, music, movies, and lots more that will leave you craving. I'm sure you want to know more. Tune into Unity TV today and let the excitement take over.
I was the head boy in my primary school, senior prefect and best graduating student in my secondary school, but drug abuse almost ruined my life.
I was on an average of 2 grams of cocaine per day.
I was taking 8 ampoules of pentazosine daily.
European shisha, cocaine.
I became a user, a dealer, and a gangster.
I saw other users drowning. I knew I didn't want to be like them, but I was already trapped.
My family disowned me.
My employment was terminated.
I sold my car, sold my house. I'll go out well-dressed and return shoeless, shirtless in exchange for drugs.
I was seeing things that were not real, and I once stabbed myself because I felt something crawling under my skin.
I contacted NDLEA and started therapy.
I spent 3 months in therapy.
I spent 8 months.
It's easy to relapse, but your mind has to be stronger than the cravings.
Drugs does not love you. You are not the one using drugs. Drugs are the one using you. Say no to drug abuse.
Mr. Politician, it's good to see you again. It's been so long since you've been here. You had me thinking you were dead. How's your time?
Thank you so much. I'm so glad to say welcome back. This is Unity Train on Unity 93.3 FM, and time check is 8:30 on the dot. And I'm so very happy. I mean, your anchor, Ishi Adamukubi, if you like, and I'll be just fine. Of course, peace is one thing you cannot let go, and so do what you ought to do to ensure that you also make wonderful contributions to ensure sustainable, peaceful coexistence, not only in Plateau, but of course, the entire world. Tolerance is that one thing you cannot do away with, because when it comes to peaceful coexistence, you have to have some tolerance around. That's what it is. And so this is the second segment of Unity Trend this morning, and very quickly I would inform you that the studio line somehow will be on. In between conversation, we'll be picking your calls. We just want to give traders in Jos, Plateau State, Nigeria, particularly Terminus, the opportunity to tell us, to tell the public, to tell the government, even via this platform, why is it that you have not been able to give us 100% compliance since this executive order to clear up some major streets in the metropolis. So it's your opportunity. Tell us why. Why is it that you still come back to the street? Why is it that you still sell? You still make your position even there. 07032353315. But before then, Barrister Paul Zaruma is in the studio, and I would want him to say something a little about what is happening in Kaduna, Nigeria, of course, because there has been this Kaduna State House of Assembly investigating the years with which the past governor was in office. So let's just hear a little about that before we begin to pick holes and know why these traders at Terminus Market and as well as other markets that we have are still occupying their places by the roadside.
The Kaduna State House of Assembly have set up a committee to investigate the SES of Governor Nasir El-Rufai. And that the members of House of Assembly, the committee investigating, they did a lot of investigation and they come up with a lot of recommendations, among which they say that the whole Commissioner of Finance that serve within that period and Auditor Generals that serve within that period should be invited for further questioning. And they further recommended that the present Commissioner for Finance should resign to give way for unfettered further investigation. The report seriously and grossly indicted Governor Nasir El-Rufai.
Okay.
Yes, and what comes out of the report, how they will be able to handle it, particularly given to the fact that Nasir El-Rufai play a very strategic role in the emergence of Governor Ubasani as the governor. It's only time will tell. Then secondly, if you also look at it, you will discover that Senator Ubasani, the present governor of Kaduna State, yes, has done fundamentally well in terms of uniting the people of Kaduna State, and another angle, he has deviated grossly from some major policies of Nasir El-Rufai. In fact, some staff that El-Rufai hitherto either sacked or suspended from work, he has brought them back. So it's a clear Wike Fubara kind of a scenario.
Yes,
but in this case, both Ubasani and Nasir El-Rufai are managing the whole scenario.
Yes, we've not seen it.
So we've not seen it. They are not very dramatic like that.
Between the
two
of them,
just like I told you yesterday about Buhari and Tinubu, they were able to manage their difference. So it didn't snowball into a kind of a melodrama. But that also establishes emotional intelligence. So I think both Ubasani and El-Rufai are seriously managing the issue. But be that as it may, I appreciate the courage of Ubasani, because for you to come up as someone who actually supported your campaign, and Kaduna State is seriously indebted, that if care is not taken. In a normal concept, they will say Kaduna is near bankruptcy. And that was even what propelled that investigation.
Wow.
So you can see that Ubasani is not ready to mortgage the future of Kaduna State for his political interests. He wants the right thing to be done. And then we encourage not only Ubasani, every other governor to make sure that they entrench righteousness in the position of power.
All right. Thank you very much. Now, the studio line is there for you to call. Just call, tell us what you want us to do concerning, clearing of, some major streets in the metropolis, just Bukuru metropolis. All right, particularly with the issue of terminals. Some traders will still be there, and it's making it difficult as the government wants it for our good. So it's actually an opportunity to the traders themselves. If you are one of those who always be there, can you please call us and let us know? We are here for everyone, and we together want to build a plateau of our dreams. And so that is why we are giving you this platform. Feel free, call us and tell us why you always come back to the street to keep selling when the government is saying no, it's not a good thing. 070323533315 is the studio line. Hello, good morning.
Very good morning.
Thank you for calling.
Thank you very much, Gulbi.
Yes.
This is the voice of Plateau State.
Thank you for calling the voice of Plateau emanating from Angwarukuba and spreading all over Nigeria. Go on in a minute.
God bless you. Thank you for, we thank God for the gift of you, most especially.
Thank you.
For making it very available for some of us to learn and to agree to contribute our own, complete our contribution to the growth of the nation.
Yes, you are the reason we are here.
God bless you, sir.
Thank
you see, concerning the entire country, Nigeria.
Okay.
Nigeria cannot just be good without we have good leaders.
Mm.
You understand, sir?
Yes.
The most important thing here is that our leaders are doing the needful. At least they believe that Nigerians are up to them.
Yes.
Apart from God, these are the people that will take care of Nigeria.
Okay.
Most especially, yes, Nigerians wanted this set of people to take care of their affairs.
Yes.
But unfortunately, could be.
Yes.
The leaders, our leaders, are now living as if that you go defend them, you go evacuate them, as if that they secure their seats by themselves.
Wow.
The reason, these are some of the reasons that we will hardly see the children as it will be. Imagine what is happening in the National Assembly. A senator to rise up and say that the supreme minimum wage was suggesting 90,000. If you take 90,000 one, no one will see this 27 million, 36 million naira, and you suggest for a worker to take 90,000.
Right.
This is different of people minimum wage for the citizens.
Wow.
And again, could be what concerning the market. Please, I will urge Platonians.
Yes.
Please, let's allow this to reign.
All right.
We will learn the development on the plateau and go to video someone who is here, who is ready to deliver development on the plateau.
Yes.
I think the only thing I will say is that let's put hands across, join hands together, so that we can put ahead.
All right.
We need to look at this. I know we must start with some difficulties, but let's take it. The government needed work for the state.
All right.
Thank you very much, Kunti.
Thank you so much. All right. The voice of Plateau State, and each time he calls, wonderful submission. And today again, as always, 070323533315 and on Facebook at Unity FM Radio /TV Jos. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Welcome.
Thank you very much. I greet your guest there, Pastor Rick. Bless you.
It's been a while. It's good to have you, Pastor Eric. Go in a minute, please.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
It could be, you see, situations that is beaming against Nigerians is so many.
All right.
And when you look at instead of solving the problem, whether the agitations of labor, you will know that the government of the day
yes
is not really sincere to solve this problem.
All right.
How many times will the labor go on strike?
Yes.
And then you ask yourself, what is the pattern that Nigeria is running as an entity in governance? That question bothers me because if you look at the system that is operating by the government of the day and the past, you will tell yourself the truth that Nigeria has no direction where we are going. The ideologies of the parties is individualistic.
All right.
Religionalistic. And ordering.
All right.
So, I have a problem.
Okay.
This problem based on what is happening around us here in the Refuge.
Okay.
If you pass through the government house park to Little Refuge, come down this single area.
Okay.
How in government
Okay.
should look into what is happening at the back of government house.
All right.
And know how to control the cows that is littering those places. Thank you very much, and may God bless you.
All right, thank you, Pastor Eric. Okay, calling all the way from Redfield. You may want to be a part. 070-3235-3315. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Thank you for calling.
This is Likitan from East Africa.
It's been a while, but it's good to have you today.
Yeah, it's really just this opportunity to speak with those who are contributing. Please, whenever we are contributing, let us summarize whatever we are saying so that the other people can contribute because of time.
All right, thank you.
Yes, of course, somebody needs to voice out his but at least minimize it in the lifetime.
All right,
thank you very much for understanding.
Thank you.
Now, my take of terminus is this. Government have tried.
Okay.
They have really tried a lot. But I have to blame them because they don't want to implement the same law. In fact, let me just advise them. They should forget about the military houses at Redfield or wherever place. Then they first of all face that terminus where some people are bent to destroy Plateau State. So they should just save that place and make sure that that place is well clean and well clean. If I let them secretly be arresting those people who are doing that, even if they are arresting them one by one, because it's a law that we must implement.
Okay.
If they come, let them just secretly arrest them, take them to prison because they have violated the law of the land.
Okay.
That is my state. That is what they should do. And forget about. Let them go down in the nation's houses. Let them in the street clean first before those places.
All right.
Because some people are bent to destroy Plateau State. See, come to Finai roundabout, the same thing is happening. Yeah, I mean, and they should engage traders to make sure that all those things are implemented. If the trader, if they come to this market and see all those things, let them arrange authorities of that market. That's
all right, thank you. All right, actually, I don't know who to blame here because the traders, some of them are, showing some level of compliance, barrister. But even when they try to go to the place where government has given them, you find out a few of them that are on the street are the ones, selling. And so they will have no choice than to come back. They need to sell and get what they will eat for the day. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Kubi.
Thank you for calling.
Good morning, Barrister in the house.
Good morning.
My name is Nahudu Dio, calling from Terminus.
It's all right. It's good to have
you.
Let
me give you the right of Terminus.
Okay.
You see, this voice we are talking about. I'm telling you that in Glorious is not at the schools. You understand? According to what they say, that it is not at the school that the government, the person will pass government.
Okay.
Nobody is above the law.
All right.
That is what is killing Nigeria. If these words are paid government to start with that number, anybody you catch, make sure that that person is in the prison. Put him inside prison for 6 months to 1 year. When you come out, is going to help in the road. Some of them, they have shops inside that terminal. They are still making sure that they brought you. When you talk to them, they will start abusing you, telling you that they can't go, that they don't get you road.
Okay.
Are you getting my point?
Yes.
So all these things you are talking about, ignorance is not an excuse. Well, nobody is above the law.
Right.
I still blame government of today. If government can make sure that any person you catch on the road, whether the person selling, whether the person buys, make sure that you say that.
Right.
Let us see how the practices will not be clean. Anybody that comes to terminals, you want the government to sanitize the terminals so that that person is the enemy of this state. Honestly speaking. Because me, I went and I saw. I travel, I went to Kaduna, I went to Kano. The last place I went is this Kaduna. When you go to Kaduna, Shanchana, Central Market, go to Panteka, you can never see all these things happen. But when you come to Plateau State, you will see how they will block the federal road, block state road. Even you that are paying tax and revenue for your car, you can't get space to park.
All right.
This is what I want to say. So it's fault of government. This government doesn't want to erase these people. Not fault of them, but nobody apart government. After God is government.
Thank you very much. All right. All right. Thank you. This platform, Barrister, truly it's meant to give the traders themselves. If you're there, just let them know that there's a platform for them. We want to know why they insist on coming back on the roadside.
I think the chairman of Terminus Market is a very close friend of mine. So I think if we can call him one of these days to come and speak.
Yes, actually I've been there myself. I tried to get some, but theirs is that there's no patronage unless they come to the streets. And when they try to do, others will go to the street and they'll be the ones selling for that day.
Good morning, Uncle and everybody's in the studio.
All right, good morning.
Actually, I'm Mr. Kanu calling you from Holgudi.
Mr. Kanu,
okay. So Barrister will ask you, why are you calling from Holgudi and not?
I'm in Holgudi, I'm a farmer already. I used to drink in my farm. We had the advice of Professor.
All right, that's lovely. All right, that's lovely. Thank you. So let's have you.
So, you see, you know the beginning, but you don't know how long it can escalate.
Wow.
You see, when we start talking about the institution should be working, we prefer using an individual rather than using an institution. The question we should be asking ourselves.
All right.
After Architect Bankard, yes, who will come and continue?
That's
it. This place, not today that you have been operating people and all these things. You see what the last caller said. There's no place to go without having central market.
Yes.
You have central market, you have central motor park. Not of recently, Monday market accidentally got fired in the Look at the frontline of the government. He knows what it's all about. He compensated the people and it's being repeated. You see, when you allow all these things to get down, people have lost millions of naira, their livelihood and all this thing. Many of them have lost. Not traders were killed. Let me tell you, even this young people we are talking about, all of them are residential area. When terminals we are terminal. People are living there. No, nothing like the business is staying there. But when all this is happening in terminals, the government ignored it. Who to assist and who not to assist.
All right.
Gradually, they are taking the residential house into shop.
Yes.
They started turning the residential house into warehouse. Today everything has been chopped up. Tell me single central park, single central motor park you can go and enter in this state.
Wow.
Tell me single central market that you can go in this plateau state.
Yes.
That is why we continue calling on the government. If you want to do it well. That is what I keep on saying. If not so, I am telling you, when this market was in operational, you know what the internally generated revenue, the idea of the state, what the state is getting.
All right.
Why should you allow this institution to be following along?
Thank you.
If this government doesn't want anybody to stay there, they know what to do. Let them provide the logistics. Why are they running away from spending money? How many are the staff of TV?
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, Mr. Aiki Kalu. All right. Well, trying to do what we've been advising on this platform. If you have a farm, have a bigger one. And so Aiki Kalu has gotten a bigger one that he has to even spend the night very close to the farm.
I don't think there is any space for farming in Angwarogo.
Yes, so he has to be...
informs Musa's Aiki Salu's decision to move to Angwarogo.
All right, we have a sister, Fina. Hello, good morning.
My contribution here is that the government, what the government is supposed to do with that time not market is that they should support the people. Since the people like that place to be their market, let them only remove the main road there. Let that place be the marketplace. Let them replace as the main market.
Okay.
Let them remove the main road for another way, another part where motorists will be moving to.
Okay.
Because the people like the place, you will remove them there. It is the divine place for the market.
Okay, okay. So what's your name? Oh, well, thank you for calling.
That's an interesting opinion.
Yeah.
Good morning.
Okay, so I think this one is already on.
My name is Abdullah Danzaki for our record.
Danzaki, so what do we have?
And could be the best thing what government will do.
Yes.
Let them follow them step by step.
Because
some of them, they are poor people. If the things they are telling you, if you see, it's not really something.
Yeah.
Go and rent it to it's a problem for them.
Yes.
Some if they go out, if they find the thing which they will eat. The best thing what government will do for all these people, they're supposed to go and fighting for this food which is increasing every day.
Yes.
Yeah? Let them go and reduce it a food. Poor people will come people are finding money. The money is going through the government, and then the government is coming and forcing on poor people. How people will do in Nigeria now?
Wow.
If you go this side, you go see this line. If you go right, you go see left. And supposed to look poor people and fighting their change on both to give themselves.
All right.
You have to come and fight. Poor people, government are fighting for poor people. Poor people are fighting for government. How are we going to do this thing for Nigeria? We're supposed to get this thing, we are poor people.
Thank you. Thank you. All right, thank you. I think I love this angle too. You know, some of these traders you see on the road, by the roadside, actually, some of them, until they make some sales, they'll be able to eat for the day. So when you ask them to go in, and a few others are still on the street and make sales, what happens to those who comply?
No,
so it forces them. I'll let you talk, please. Okay. This one is already on. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Thank you for calling. Your name?
Good morning, sir.
Thank you.
Barista.
Good morning.
You're welcome.
My name is Mohammed from HAJARKU.
Thank you, Mohammed, for calling. So, what's your take on this? What's your take on this?
Hello, could you?
Yes, I can hear you. You are live on air.
I had conversation with someone telling on the
All right, go on. Go on.
He said that the place that is declared for them by the government.
All right.
Not any place that will just go and pick up a good go and start selling. He said the place you go do, you will not then access to that place until you pay some money. People are buying tickets 300,000, 200,000. They are asking buy from.
Okay.
Understand?
Okay.
Buy from 60,000 naira. And also so that you are not attending the place that you can go and trade with.
All right.
It's not that the place because I was asking you, what is so difficult for you to do? Just go and pack all of you to go back to that place. People will follow you there and patronize you. It's not like that.
All right.
They were asked by the chairman of the, I don't know,
okay.
The market authority.
All right.
Pay money to buy the place. I said, why can't you request? Maybe the day and give the commissioner for environment.
Okay.
So that one is very good. And for the part of the government,
yes.
What I advise is we're going to be taking district, police and civil defense, those go there and these people that are parties, they get injured. My advice is that if they really want to do this thing,
yes.
Before the money, before the traders go there, so that the police and civil defense should be there. Nobody will just come and trade to go there.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much, Barrister. Please.
Yeah, like that beautiful voice that called, that feminine voice, you know, she is suggesting that they should just allow the roads to be the market and create a road elsewhere. You know, no, that's why I say it is an interesting view, because if the road becomes the market and they create another road somewhere, people will still go to the road.
I think, Barrister, she wasn't suggesting that the road should be created somewhere else.
Okay.
But that those who are right by the roadside,
yes,
you know, should be, you know, I mean, it's kind of they should leave the roadside, and then those who are a bit far from the roadside, yes, maybe those should be allowed.
Okay.
Yes,
okay,
I think that was
okay. If that's a suggestion, I think it's a fine suggestion, and I think that's also the position of the government.
But where the government has provided is not too far from the roadside as well.
You see, I think a very valid opinion is that of this man that suggested that certain amount is required to go to the location that the government has provided, and he said the amount is up to like 200,000 to 300,000.
Yes.
Yeah, of course you cannot go get a market space anywhere for free, but there should be an arrangement whereby these people can easily afford, or possibly pay it in installments.
These people, they alone knows what they're going through, and that is why the reason for this platform today, it is actually for them to air out what is it that you cannot go and bid where government has provided.
Yes,
they must have a reason for not complying.
So for such, I think there should be a very good arrangement. Even if the person will pay in installment, the government should give them the space so that they will pay in installment. Things are very hard, and then also, no matter what, we should have an organized market. It is good for them. I remember the last bomb blast in Terminus. It was terrible. It was not something that should be remembered. The casualty figure was so high because the place was so jam-packed, and then the place was so chaotic that even when they were planting those bombs, nobody took notice.
And I think,
but if we have an organized market, at least no matter what, somebody will be able to figure out something is wrong somewhere. And even if it doesn't go to that extent, the casualty figure wouldn't be up to what we lost in state that time. It was a terrible and a sorrowful experience.
Yes.
So I think the market people should wake up and cooperate with the government. And then if there are gray areas that needed to be ironed out, let there be collaboration between their leadership and government for those gray areas to be ironed out, so that we will have a clean, neat, and an organized market.
I think market authority also should.
And then the enforcing authority should also stamp their foot on the ground. It appears since the death of that police officer, the morale of those enforcement agents seem to have dampened.
All right, Barrister, we would have to go for a commercial break right now. We'll be coming back, and this same issue continues. So please don't go anywhere. Just get prepared. When we come back, you join us again. Thank you.
Mr. Politician, it's good to see you again. It's been so long since you've been here. You had me thinking you were dead. How's your taxpayer mansion? How was your...
Please pay attention. It starts from the foundation. Everybody needs somebody. You turn a blind eye and care nothing less. Say it's just business, all about the money. You are so unbothered as long as they pay. Say it's just business, all about the money. You know they're on a fast lane, but you've got business to run. So you look away the other way.
It concerns you. It kill love, it kill dreams. It land people for jail. War against drug abuse.
The Financial Services Regulation Coordinating Committee, FSRCC, in collaboration with the National Broadcasting Commission, NBC, wishes to draw the attention of the public to the worrisome increase in the activities of illegal financial operators, IFOs, which threaten public trust and the stability of the Nigerian financial system. The FSRCC and NBC hereby advises the general public to refrain from dealing with unlicensed financial operators who deceive individuals with unrealistically high investment returns. Make sure to verify the licensing status of such companies and schemes on this website. To report any suspicions of illicit financial activities, call 0700 225 5226, 0800 225 5226, or +234 817 665 6273. Let's work together to uphold the integrity of Nigeria's financial system. Announcer, FSRCC.
Mr. Politician, it's good to see you again. It's been so long since you've been here. You had me thinking.
With us on this very dial, this is Unity Trend on Unity 93.3 FM from just North Plateau State, Nigeria, to be precise, on the hills of ZINARIYA. Here on the hills, you can have a wonderful view of the entire Just North city, and that's what it is. Ijadamo remains my name, and this is the last segment. It's your time, actually. I'm not going to take your time. I'll just let you continue the call, but we really want to know, why is it that traders who back again to the street and still mount their tables and keep selling after the government of Plateau State has said no, this shouldn't be, and that there's a particular place that is designated, given to people, traders, to actually go there. I was talking to a barrister before even we came back on air that there are multiple reasons why people do this, and some of the reasons are that some people believe that the law is meant to be broken, especially as it's coming from the government. Some don't believe that it will be sustained. After it's just a matter of time, government will just let us come back to doing this again. And others have genuine reason because they don't have money, and so the place where government has provided for traders to go, again, you don't just go and occupy the place and just sell there. You have to pay some amounts of money, and some don't have this money. And market authorities also, that is expected to also ensure the welfare of traders, and in some cases they turn out to be the very people who come up with the policies that is not favorable to support traders to be able to go back and sell at that very place where government has provided for them. So there are lots of reasons why people still come back to the street, and that is why we have chosen to provide this platform for you to tell us what is the reason. Whatever the reason is, I know in the end we advise that we comply 100%. Let's obey. That's what we ought to do. Thank you. So just call and tell me your name and location in 1 minute, please. Let's have your submissions, and stay away from any comments or statement that has the capacity to undermine the integrity of any individual, government, or a group of individuals. Thank you so much. On Facebook, you can connect with us at Unity Radio FM/TV JOS, and for text messages 0808-478-9 in 4 places. All right. I have comments already on Facebook. Okay, this one is Shehu Maikel. Say, good morning, my learned friend SP Zaruma and Uncle. May Nigeria succeed. Wow, I say amen to that. That's a big prayer.
A big amen.
All right. Hello. Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Thank you for calling. Hello.
I'm Jimba, calling from Army Engineer.
Okay, it's good to hear you calling from Army Engineer. So what do we do? Your take.
I just want to thank you for the good work you people are doing. May God bless you.
Amen. Amen. Thank you.
And about the 17th Parliament and National Assembly issue.
Yes.
I don't want to blame the governor or anybody, but I blame the entire APC because it is this time around, it's APC governors.
Okay.
Why is it that they will allow the governor to do what you want to do? Thank you. God bless you.
All right. Thank you. On Facebook, this one say Garba Nahali Kamba KB say good morning, Mr. Presenter. I'm watching you. To you from Kambar Kebi. Okay. Just now. Oh, Garba Nahali. It's been a while. Well, thank God you are doing well. Hello. Good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you for calling.
Jude
Sat, you travel. I thought you have gone for pilgrim.
My brother is very, he's good. We thank God for the life.
All right.
I'm around, my brother.
Okay, it's good to have you. In a minute, please.
Something, all this thing that is happening.
Yes.
Baffles me seriously.
All right.
You see, I'm telling you, do you know these people? They decided to come out massively, more than as they are before.
Okay.
Very, very unfortunate to see. An officer lost his life in this process. They still have the courage and the guts to come out. Do you know that I wanted to advise some of them?
Yes.
And they want to challenge me that there's nothing government can do about it.
Okay.
I just laugh at them. But I just promise them, by the grace of God could be.
Yes.
Any moment from now, I'm just telling people, government are begging them now. They are just trying to show that they are bigger than the government.
So.
But when government they move iron hand now for them, some people will start shouting that government do this or do that. But obey common sense rule of law.
You cannot do that.
All right. Thank you.
It's not that the government are weak. The government are not weak. But the second time the government are coming for them, it is the more severe.
All right.
And let anybody not blame the government.
All right. Thank you.
Sorry.
Thank you. All right. Crested George RZ is here already. Before I read your comments, I have another caller here. Hello. Good morning.
Good morning to you.
Thank you for calling.
Thank you. This is Benedict calling from Finai.
It's like your voice today. Anyway, let's have your submission, Mr. Benedict.
Thank you very much, sir.
All right.
First of all, on the issue, if the government was magnanimous enough to provide a alternative place for the traders,
yes.
Honestly, if it is not for any other thing, I think that the traders should have appreciated the government and go into those places, occupy those shops.
Okay.
If there are customers that are coming to patronize you on the road, if those customers take their parts, prepare themselves from their homes, from their offices, or from wherever they are,
yes,
and they have need for all the things you are selling,
yes,
they definitely locate you wherever you are and buy from you.
Yes.
That is the truth of the matter.
Okay.
But on the other hand, I think if the government says they're going to pay up to 300,000 naira to have a shop, I think it is way too much.
It's way too much.
The government should bring down the price should cut down the cost of that 300,000 naira, bring it to 75,000 naira or 60,000 naira, so that every other person can afford it.
Yes.
And that nobody should have any excuse that he doesn't have the money or he has lost it, he lost everything he had, or any excuses. There's no any excuse that anybody that will be given, that any reasonable person will listen to.
All right.
So 60,000 naira, I'm advocating for these traders. If it is the 300,000 naira,
all right,
thousands of people cannot even afford it today.
That's true.
Those are the fact that things are very, very hard.
Yes.
And away from that, Mr. Koji,
yes,
permit me to say something that is actually pertinent on this issue.
All right.
Not on this same issue, but quickly, in 30 seconds.
Okay.
You see, on the issue of the certain caller that usually calls in the website show, and they speak in the vernacular.
Yes.
Please, I'm appealing. Unity 93.3 is a unifying radio station.
All right.
A station for every other person.
Yes.
If people should start looking at the radio station as a station that is made for a particular people or language or region,
yes,
I think it's going to spread that. But I know that it is not so.
Yes.
So please, if people are not able to speak English in the past, they should be able to give them themselves.
All
and
right,
communicate in a language that every other person will listen to.
okay.
If this person that is communicating in a vernacular,
Yes.
if he has been listening to you and maybe using the phone line,
yes,
you have been communicating in English and you understand it, I can assure you and you himself that they can speak in English so that every other person will listen to him and understand what he's saying.
Okay.
I understand also very, very well. I understand that you make a very valid point.
Yes.
When you speak it in the vernacular, I can assure you that many people want to benefit from what you're saying will not be able to understand it. So all these efforts are going to be defeated.
All right.
So that's the issue.
Okay.
Lastly, the issue of paying of damages. My brother, if you go through this as it goes today, I can assure you, very, very tight discipline rate the governor and then has actually taken this very, very, very issue.
All right. Thank you very much.
I'm appealing to the other community that we should bring the damages and they stop allowing these things to come out of the road.
Thank you, Mr. Benedict. All right. All right. Thank you. Noted. Hello. Good morning.
Hello. Good morning, Mr. Kuzuma.
Thank you for calling.
Good. Thank you. Good morning.
My name is Muhammad. I'm calling from Masu.
Okay, Mohammed, go on, please.
I want to start off connecting to people in the method of this program.
All right.
I found that this program is a profession. I need to say really try.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
You are being objective on analysis.
Thank you.
The issue of this timing of market. The issue of this timing of market.
Yes.
I think the government has been treating this in terms of the court.
All right. All right. So, let's have it. Are you there? Oh my, I think it's a drop call. And he was just about to give us another dimensions to all of this. Well, 07032353315 is the studio line.
I pray we recover that call.
Yes,
because it
I really
appears
do.
you have a very valid point to make.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, Mohammed calling back.
Oh, that's great. That's lovely.
Yes, as I was saying, I think the government is treating this in terms of the court. Why do I do? The market is
okay.
I think what the government should consider is using the market. If the market is in resistance, nobody will I think from 2001 to 2008,
yes.
There is no government in the market was there is no victim that no come that no fight with people. And everything was able to be successful are taken out of law. So I think the government should try and review the market. I know it is going to be very difficult. They can contract another financial institution. Just like what Nana is mentioned, they're trying to do.
Yes.
Unfortunately, it was begin for politicized.
All right.
I think the government should look as well and see how they will review the market. That's the best solution.
Okay. Thank you so much. All right. Okay, good morning, Kubi, and the vocal barrister in house. Nice and analysis from the great mind. Our talk and do governor is doing excellent. Well, and whoever he is, putting in the aim of affairs, it doesn't matter. What matter is effective representations, which we are seeing it Plateau State. So allowing the chairman that will frustrate his administration, it's not advisable. My opinion, please, I pray that we will continue to see more development in Plateau State and Nigeria as a whole, as the Felix George crested down the fellow from Rukuba Road. Thank you. And another one here says, good morning, Mr. Kubi, Professor and Barrister Paul Zaruma. Indeed, how can you imagine the society without a lawyer? So to make clear interpretations of the law to the common man, because even the government today, government bodies showing the superiority to one another instead of focusing on their duty mandated to them. Therefore, if the law is clear, no one will take another body bullet. Everyone should carry his or her cross if found guilty. That's justice. No one should be blamed. So we support local government autonomy. Thank you at Ismail Isa Jos. Thank you, Ismail. Muhammad Tajuddin is watching, and thank you, Muhammad Tajuddin. And another one here says, all right, I think maybe we take this call before. Hello, good morning. Good morning. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Barrister Zaruma.
Thank you.
Amen. Amen. Thank you. Thank you, Adewumi.
What I want to say about the terminus market.
Yes.
At first, the government was able to go into that market.
Yes.
Why did I say this? You see, when Advanca started repairing the outside of the market, and I said people will still continue to buy things on the road.
Yes.
And marketers will not leave their bus. I did mean that bus stop where people used to enter the metro bus.
Yes.
Inside the market. No one can stand inside that market and you will not even tell someone to relocate into the market. When the bus stop for the metro bus right inside the terminus market. You understand?
Yes.
These are ways that we can make it. Because the 30% will not relate. So I still want it to be. That says the good is going to. And this is more to create a road to go into the terminus market that can even pass through the Yadoya road so that people flying that road will be able to provide those people.
All right.
You understand?
Okay.
So that's my major suggestion.
Okay.
And on the other hand, that roundabout, Mama today that was the one is there. You understand?
Yes.
Let them plant flowers around that place. People putting wheelbarrows, standing on. Let them beautify the place. This is a masquerade tree. And make that place that was interlocked. If they can elevate it a little so that people cannot sit on it. You understand? And put iron to barricade it. You see, it's not easy. People are not finding it easy.
All right.
So I want to advise people to appreciate the governor of the government stand. When he said that was when I was able to take myself.
All right.
I have to go back to school. I have to do a lot of things, and I've had a lot of achievements. People are still driving by, so I think I have gotten to another item that I said, okay, if you obey the government order, you go a greater way. Please, let's always, even the Bible says, let's obey our leaders.
All right.
Please, let's do more.
Thank you. Thank you, Adewumi. Okay, good morning, Kubi, and the professor, the barrister in the studio. God bless you all for the wonderful work you are doing out there. May God help us in this country. Happy Jamaat Mubarak to our Muslim faithful out there, and happy Sunday in advance. We pray for the peaceful coexistence in Plateau State and Nigeria at large. And this is from Favor Esther Bulus. Thank you, Esther. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Thank you for calling. Your name? All right, let's have you in a moment, please.
Yes. I would like to ask, where is it that people are not calling their energy? You're telling the government to review that market.
All right.
What is the problem? If that market is reviewed, will that be a crime or a disaster if that market is reviewed?
All right.
This is 22 years on the track when that market gets done. And no government, for 13 years, no one has been equipped to see what they can do to review that market. You see, all the things they're trying to do, all the things without reviewing that market, it will be an exercise.
All right.
Somebody has called you earlier and said that there is no central market on the traffic. The whole traffic has no central market. Look at what happens in other areas. It should be, there should be a central market.
All right.
And you know why those people that they take to go inside, you can imagine somebody going inside an empty place and they are telling the person to bring certain amount of money. When you pay that kind of money, another government will come and destroy them and tell you that this is complete loser.
Yes.
Example of what I'm telling you was, you know this James Bank in Italian roundabout.
Yes.
There was a time, 2004 precisely, there was a time there being very tough there. So was collected man, and you pay 10 years for that case. You didn't know that 6 years after, that 10 years will not be able to reach. Another government is paying. And they destroy that place and say that it was contributing to the society.
Wow.
These are people's money. Who refunded people that money?
Okay.
And because the central market was done and nobody is there to do. Even the one that says that they want to reduce the sentiment and politics for you is ready.
All right.
I think people should channel their energy. They're telling the government so they should review that package.
Okay.
And stop all this lip service
Thank you very much. All right. All right. Thank you. Good morning, Kubi and the barrister Zaruma. Kudos to the barrister for the wonderful analysis. Indeed, he is always objective in his analysis. I think the government should be pragmatic in his issue of cleaning the terminus market. If the security agents start arresting and prosecuting offenders, both the traders and the customers will do the right thing. Jamaat Karim to my Muslim brothers and sisters, peace is priceless. Let's live in peace and unity. God bless Unity FM. Christy Zang from Kubarat. Great presenter. Good mornings. Our governor on the plateau is not in charge. He's one old man that is having. Okay. All right. Okay, this one is suggesting something very different. I don't think this one is good enough for me to continue with Eid. Please. Okay, good morning, Q. Oh my. Good morning, crew. What Obasanjo says about the food security and stomach infrastructure, which is very good right now. And here on the plateau, we have a government that sacks workers, local government, elected chairman, destroy people's property in the name cleaning environment, and pay local government workers 6K as wages award. Eunice, okay, Eunice, there's no location there. And this one says, good morning, Unity FM, Kobe Barrister Zaruma. May God continue to bless you. I'm pleading with the marketers in the terminus to obey the law. It's for the benefit of all. Let's live in peace. Is priceless. Daniel Adam, the lady from Carbon Satellite Market. 1 man, 1 farm, 1 woman, 2 farms. Okay, we lose Esther Homan in Farangeda. Good morning, Kobe, and the professor, the barrister, and the studio. May Allah reward you for the great work you are doing out there, and may God help us all in this country. Happy Jumat Mubarak to our Muslim faithful out there, and happy Sunday in advance. We pray for a peaceful coexistence in Plateau State and Nigeria at large. Thank you, Esther. And another one here says, good morning, Uncle B, and the guest, the barrister Zaruma Mirbo, Professor, Professor Bamayi. Say Allah. Good morning, sir. Anywhere you are. I greet you all. I just want to advise the Governor of Mutfang and the Speaker to swear in the remaining 7 members of the Plateau State House of Assembly. I want my local government, Mikanj, to be represented in the House so that the Plateau will be complete. Because for me, he's Governor of the remaining members that has been sworn in the House. Let the 7 House members too to be sworn in, so the peace to reign in Plateau State. Boniface Lalong Nentawe Jikan Tinibu from Angwan Gada. Wow, I think he has a wonderful name there.
That's a wonderful
Except
name.
the barrister does not approve of that.
That's a wonderful name.
Yes. Hello, who's there?
Yes, sorry, good morning.
Please, okay.
Once again, please, sorry for the disturbance.
It's not. It's good to have you. Just in a
Sorry, I
minute.
will not say my name again because I want to make a very good recommendation at that terminus.
All right.
You see that building?
Yes.
That former Mr. Beast.
Yes.
That don't have shape, no structure.
Mm.
Government should do something because these people are even taking advantage of that building and be selling inside the road.
Okay.
That building don't have shape. If me wey don't get money to build house, or me wey no get know anything about house, if you stay outside and look that house, most especially upstairs, you see that house it's not even strong. It's not even strong at all. No shape, no parking space, no pain. I bet government should do something about that. Please, barrister, what right do I have to sue government concerning our road? Because I've been crying, calling, telling about this our Federal road. And Wanderawa, and up to now, no answer. What is happening? In fact, I really want to sue government for it because I voted for them to help me do the road.
Yes, thank you.
One of the reasons why I voted for them, but up to now they have not answered me.
All right.
Please, do I have right for it? Thank you very much for answering me. God bless
Thank you.
Yes, you have right to sue the government. You have a constitutional right to sue the government. And it also depends on how you are able to marshal your point and then knit your claim before the court.
Okay.
And then if you knit it very well and you marshal your point adequately and effectively, definitely you are going to get a judgment.
All right. Our last caller for today. Hello, good morning.
Hello. Morning.
Thank you for calling.
This is Ahmed calling from New Market here in George.
Oh, that's great. Let's have you in a minute, please.
Thank you very much, Uncle Steve. Please, Uncle Steve, I want to talk on the issue of government.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. Uncle Steve, ever since the government must have relocated these figures into the government market.
Okay.
Please and please, I want the government to be sincere in terms of allocating that place to both of the figures that have been evacuated from the road.
All right.
This was a case that came up not too long ago. There were some JNDB staff that were going around collecting money from those figures in the name of they are going to allocate a stand or where they are going to live. But I wonder, why is it that the place that belongs to Plateau State, in part of inside part of that main market, cannot be given to those traders? If they relocated them to part of Nasarawa State, and if Nasarawa State government were to come over today and say that who permitted you to come there, who permitted you to come and operate there?
All right.
Will that make a sense? It's not going to make a sense.
Okay.
So Plateau State government has to be very, very sincere.
Okay.
And to be sincere, please, I rather not deal with the critical.
All right, thank you. Thank
They
you.
have the right to go and operate anywhere as far as they can get to the north of the land.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Barrister, let's have your words in.
Yes, Plateau State is our state. Let's cooperate with the authorities to make our state livable, viable, and progressive, particularly for the development of our state. I still repeat that my heart goes to the local government workers. I can't wait for the day that local government will have autonomy, just like the Attorney General of the Federation is proposing. And if President Bola Tinubu will succeed in doing that, that will be a great day. Most of the local governments, federal government workers, like I said the other day, will begin to apply to return to the local government.
Right.
Because once, if you see what is agreeable to this local government, even from the federation account, is you know that the autonomy for local government is very necessary. Lastly, I want to celebrate the Jos North Traditional Council for organizing the Rishokori Ranaguta of 24. Tomorrow at the Jos Township Stadium, it's going to be a display of culture, splendor, grandeur, and royalty. People, you can come and be entertained.
All right, thank you so much, and that's the much we can take on today's edition of Unity Training. Of course, for this week, that's it for today. We'll be here on Monday for yet another interesting edition of Unity Training on your radio. Okay, thank you so much for always being with us, and this is your program. Keep compiling whatever angle of thought that you have on Monday. We'll give you the platform. The crew who made this possible truly appreciate you. I won't be able to mention all of your names as individuals, but then thank you so much, and don't forget community broadcasts come your way even after this one on our radio arm. Enjoy it. See you on Monday.
Mr. Politician, it's good to see you again. It's been so long since you've been here. You had me thinking you were dead. How's your tax bill?